I think Agboje is a very rare commodity in these parts. Somebody has tremendous vision, has tremendous ability to deliver on the vision, and does the job of execution extremely well.
He's a man of perfection.
He's a visionary.
A banker by excellence.
He's such a fantastic person to work with.
I think he's fearless.
Agboje is a team player.
He makes you think you can actually achieve anything.
I like his ability to motivate people.
Ike has a bird's eye view of the industry.
He's focused.
He's a goal-oriented individual.
He's an icon of excellence.
He inspires confidence in people.
Before things happen, he sees them and makes arrangements for them before they come.
He's a no-nonsense person.
He's customer-centric.
We recruit people who show characteristics of empathy with their environments, empathy with their societies, people who want to transform the lives of their customers.
He's jovial, he has a good sense of humor. My very first presentation in Access Bank, he took me unawares. I wasn't supposed to make the presentation, and he asked that I should come and make the presentation. And in the course of the presentation, he also took me off course and asked me something that wasn't, well, to me, it wasn't relevant for the presentation. But then again, he didn't know he was going into my field. So at the end of the presentation, he didn't know how else to let me know that I had done well. All he asked me was, you have more people like you can bring to Access Bank.
The day I went for interview in Access Bank and he saw me, he was like, what happened to you? And I'm like, I have 2 kids. He said, I have 4. I didn't add this weight.
I remember when we started then, the salary was like 17.5, but sometimes we started increasing 22, 27, up to this stage that we have.
The way he addressed the professional staff, and it's the way he addressed the security as well. So there is no difference.
I like that during his birthdays, he goes out to like celebrate with everybody, not just the executives, everybody, as in everybody.
A story about Ike when he was in, I believe, secondary school in Kaduna. Then, you know, I think it was his first term in secondary school. He was in boarding house in Kaduna, you know, a young child being far from his parents, and, you know. So it was his first midterm break, and he was, of course, then it was just Nigerian Airways. So he had to fly down to Lagos, and then he was so excited, and he got to the airport, you know, and after waiting for a while, the plane eventually came, and he was supposed to board. But because of the arrangements and everything, everybody had to practically struggle to get on board. And I, being a very young and innocent child, you know, he was overwhelmed by, you know, he struggled and everything, but he couldn't board. By the time, you know, the crowd was just overwhelming, and the plane had to take off, and they just left some of them.
And so he said that all his life he has tried not to associate with people who will leave him on the tarmac when the plane is flying off. That he must be, in fact, if possible, he must be inside the cockpit with the pilot.
I'll miss you. Access Bank will miss you. But I do know that you would excel in anything you put your hand to doing.
Ike, I'll miss you.
I'll miss you, Ike.
The boss, we're going to miss you.
You're going to miss
The boss,
Ike, I'll miss you.
miss you.
For me, the parting word is to say, You've done great work at Access Bank. I know that you still have a lot to give the bank. I know that you still have a lot to give Nigeria, and I know that you have a lot to give the world. And I wish you well in all your dreams.